3 points ahead of Cheong Junhong of Malaysia. So things certainly shaping up for a dramatic conclusion here in Monterrey. The final event and the final opportunity to earn points towards our overall champion. Wang Han and He Shi leading the overall score tally in the event, but with neither competing in the final, things really opening up for Abel, Cagnotto and Sanchez to add some final points in the race to the crown. Underway here, Maria Marconi, the Italians are fitting 2 finalists here in the 3-metre event. Junhong Cheong from Malaysia with the inwards 2.5 somersault. Popular dive in the opening round. We'll see another 4 competitors attempting this. Well, a clean opening dive, 73.5, setting the bar high. Tingmao Shi, current world champion in the synchro contest. 2013 world champion with Wu Minxia in the 3-metre synchro. World champion in the 1-metre springboard event back in 2011. Well, we see 8s coming across the board. 72 points for Tingmao. Just shy of the 73.5 from Cheong. Lara Sanchez, 28 years of age, a 3-time Pan American champion. A 3-time Olympian, picked up a bronze in London. Lara Sanchez starting well. We see that little crow hop on the end of the springboard there, causing some minor deductions. 72 points. Sanchez under the watchful eye of Francisca Rueda, her husband and coach. Well, Jennifer Abell, 22 years of age, she's had a fantastic series. One of the biggest stages of her career last week in Windsor, Ontario. Bronze medal at the 2013 World Championships. Competing there with Pamela Ware at the 2011 event. She picked up silver with her former partner, recently retired Emily Haymans. Well, just over rotating, we see the legs just a little bit off from the correct angle of entry. Very compact in the pike position, scoring 67.50 in the opening round. Tania Cagnotto from Italy picked up 2 bronze medals from the series so far in Dubai, also in Moscow. She's been improving as the stages go on, and considering her results from the qualifying semi-finals today, she's in with a real good chance here today. And also a clean start for Tania Cagnotto, the 2013 silver medalist at the World Championships. 72 points as we round out the opening of 5 rounds here in the women's 3-meter springboard final. We have a three-way tie for second position at the moment, but up on top of the overall total rankings, Cheong Junhong sits on 73.50. Cagnotto, Sanchez and Shi Tingmao tied for second on 72 points. Further afield we find Jennifer Abell and Maria Marconi.
Vamos a dar inicio a la segunda ronda de clavados. This is the second round of diving. De Italia, Maria Marconi ejecuta 2,5 vueltas al frente con un giro, posición B, 51-52B.
Well, the first of our twisting dives in the contest, a forward 2.5 single twist for Marconi, holding the pike position nicely. No splits in the form. We can see the legs nice and tight together. Nice square entry, cleanly in front of the springboard. 72 points, averaging 8 for Maria Marconi. Junhong Chong has had a huge season as well. She's been competing throughout the world on the World Series. Forward 3.5 somersault. The degree of difficulty 2.8 here for Cheong. Again, just going a little long with the rotation. We could see the legs still going around as she enters the water. Very quick pace in the rotations forward. Nicely positioned in the compact tuck. .57s, 56. The dive score in round 2 for Cheong. Shi Tingmao back 2.5 somersault pike position. Tied for second at the end of the opening round. Oh, very clean, lovely ripped entry. Rolling away to save the entry, legs nice and straight. 73.50. Lara Sanchez starting brilliantly in the opening round. Here's a back 2.5 pike position. We're looking for a little bit more height from the takeoff there, a little bit quicker with the rotations. We can see her stretching out of the final phase of the flight. Executed well, scoring 70.50. Once again, we just see that little secondary splash. Coach Aaron's eyes are on the side. He's always very enthusiastic with his young students. Just tried to hold that nice correct angle for the entry, but the legs still coming over. 67.5 in round 2 for Jennifer Abell.
Tania Cagnotto de Italia. Ella realiza 3,5 vueltas al frente en posición B, 107B.
Well, plenty of height from the takeoff. Looking very comfortable from the starting position.
8, 7,5, 7,5, 8, 8, 7,5, 8.
From the overhead view, we can see it just a little bit off center, not quite square going into the water. 72.85 for Tania Cagnotto. Well, we did have a tie for second at the end of the first round. Now we have a little bit of order being established with Shi Tingmao on top with 145.50, less than a point. Behind that we find Tania Cagnotto of Italy, Lara Sanchez from Mexico, Jennifer Abell, Maria Marconi and Junhong Chung rounding out our 6 finalists. Well, things starting to get a little bit more difficult now as we enter into the third round. Having a look through the dive list, we'll see dives with at least a degree of difficulty of 3.0. Marconi starting out with the forward 3.5 pike position. Well, getting better as the rounds continue here for Marconi. Wonderful entry, holding the legs nicely, saving the splash with that roll under the water. .05. Junhong Chung from Malaysia. Back 2.5 somersault, pike position. Junhong Chung executing the dive well, managing to reduce the splash even though she wasn't quite at that correct angle for the entry, just coming in a little short from the final rotation. The top of the toe is coming down a little heavy. 67.50. Well, our leader at the end of the second round here, Shi Tingmao. Here's a reverse 2.5 somersault. Oh, very nice indeed. Such a powerful diver. We can see how confident she is. That technique is flawless. Plenty of height from the takeoff. Beautifully positioned in the pike. The nose almost glued between the knees. Nose splits in form. We can see nice straight alignment of the body head down to the toes. 73.5. Shi Tingmao from China. Sanchez, reverse 2.5. I was just looking at the takeoff point from the springboard. She was a little bit far back from the edge. As you can see there, still got the height required. Very clean, well executed dive. 73.50, 8.5s. Jennifer Abell with a forward 2.5 single twist. Many of the divers in the 3 metre considering this one of their favourite dives. Well, it's lovely to watch. Jennifer Abell nailing the forward 2.5 single twist. Breaking it down, first full 1.5 rotations into the twisting phase of the dive. Nice alignment, very straight through the twisting stage. Spotting well, able to come out of the flight nice and straight in front of the springboard. 76.50, 8.5s for Jennifer Abell. With just Tania Cagnotto from Italy remaining the same dive, forward 2.5 single twist. Well, the entry just letting her down slightly. We've mentioned how the judges wanting to see very quick, fast-paced twists and rotations during the execution. The difference between those really excellent dives and the good dives. 7.5, 67.50 the total for Tania Cagnotto. Still, Tingmao sitting on top, 219 points. Lara Sanchez up into second position, some 3 points off the pace. Cagnotto in third position, followed by Jennifer Abell, Maria Marconi, and Junhong Chung of Malaysia. Heading into round number 4, Maria Marconi from Italy, back 2.5 somersault. Well, stretching out over the final phase, just trying to get the legs completely round, the arms out in front. Caught just a little bit short. 69 points for Maria Marconi. Junhong Chung from Malaysia.
Ella realiza 2.5 vueltas inversas, posición B, 305B.
Very nice, plenty of height from the takeoff. The quick rotations, nice alignment of the body. Again, rolling under the water to save the entry, keeping the splash down to a minimum. Just a little bit off to the side of the springboard. 78 points. Tingmao, our leader at the end of round number 3, forward 3.5. A common dive in this round. Sanchez and Abell will both attempt this same dive number. Oh, super dive. Again, making it look so easy. Flawless technique. We look at the height achieved from the takeoff. Good distance away from the springboard. Really make it look so easy. We see just 8s coming from the judges there. 74.40. Well, the score to beat for dive 107, 74.40. We'll see how Sanchez goes attempting the same dive. Only a few points separating first from second at the end of the last round, so an opportunity now for Lara Sanchez. Well, we didn't quite see the same sort of pace through the flight of the dive. The spin's not quite as fast as we saw from Tingmao. The entry as well, just rolling over, causing a little bit of a splash. We still see 8s though, 74.40. It's the same score for Lara Sanchez as we saw for Tingmao. It won't help her catch up in the overall rankings though. Jennifer Abell with the same attempt, same dive number, 107B. Oh, very nice. Breaking away from the rotations. Really just displaying her technique when she breaks the dives down like that. The arms down towards the thighs before coming out in front. Nice release of the pike position. And we see 7s as low as 6.5s. 63.55 for Jennifer Abell. Tania Cagnotto with an inwards 2.5 somersault pike position. Well, coming in short, just failing to bring the legs completely around. $57 points for Tania Cagnotto. It's not going to help her here. Coming into this final as the highest qualifier from the semi-final stages, it's Tingmao who continues to lead Lara Sanchez. Just 3 points off the back with Marconi up into 3rd position. Jennifer Abell and Cheong Jun Hong. Not much in it between those two, just 0.05 of a point. And then we have Tania Cagnotto rounding out our 6 finalists here as we enter into the fifth of the 5 rounds. Places on the podium very much up for grabs here. Marconi starting us off, reverse 2.5 somersault.
Último clavado de María Marconi de Italia, from Italy. Ella realiza 2.5 vueltas inversas, posición B, 305B.
Well, she continues to finish strongly here. Marconi being quite consistent. It was a little bit of a slow start, just missing a couple of entries from the opening 2 rounds, but she's come good. Scoring 69 points, it takes her total to 347.55 from 5 rounds. Jun Hong Chung also with a chance here to finish on the podium. We mentioned 0.05 of a point behind Jennifer Abell. Reverse 1.5 with 2.5 twists. Performed in a free position. Either of the positions or a combination of all. Well, very nice. We see a little bit of a split in the form there. The legs just coming unstuck momentarily, crossing over, but she corrects it in time for the entry. 8s coming from the judges, 69.60. Her total, 344.60. Shi Tingmao looking to wrap things up here with a forward 2.5 single twist, leading since the end of round number 2. Well, it looks like it will do it. It's a very strong finish. She has been the most consistent of the divers from start to finish here. We see 8s up to 9s, in fact, for Shi Tingmao. She'll score 76.50. Her total, 369.90. It is the score to beat with just Sanchez, Abell and Cagnotto left. Lara Sanchez had a fantastic day on the opening day here last night in the synchro contest, competing with Dolores Hernandez. Can she pick up an individual medal here on day 2? Well, again, a nice strong finish. We can say slightly missing the entry, a bit of splash being kicked up. Judges not too critical. We see 8s coming across the board, 72 points, a total 362.40. Certainly has Sanchez in with a chance of a silver or perhaps a bronze here. Some 7 points shy of the total for Shi Tingmao. Jennifer Abell, reverse 2.5 somersault.
Ejecuta 2.5 vueltas inversas, posición B, 305B.
Looking for average of 8.1s to be on the podium here with the bronze. The silver just a little bit out of reach here, but that will certainly help Jennifer Abell. A very strong finish there. We can see Coach Aaron's eyes are on the side. Very happy with Jennifer Abell. She's had an unbelievable season. She has got that requirement of 8.1 averages. We see 8.5, 76.50. Jennifer Abell at the moment is holding on barely to that bronze medallion. Tania Cagnotto remains with a reverse 2.5 coming up as well. The same dive number.
Representando a Italia, from Italy, Tania Cagnotto. Ejecuta 2.5 vueltas inversas, posición B, 305B.
Wow, what a finish. She really had to pull out all stops here. A special finish for Tania Cagnotto, needing 9.2s to take a place on the podium. She's just shy of that. We see a few 9s scoring just 78 points. Her total, 347.35, will leave Tania Cagnotto just outside of a podium finish. It's Shi Tingmao wrapping up the women's 3-meter springboard final. She takes gold, 369.90. Good news for the local divers. Lara Sanchez once again finding herself on the podium with a silver, 362.40. Jennifer Abell, another bronze medal, 351.55. Marconi finishing in 4th position, followed by Tania Cagnotto, Jun Hong Chung, rounding out our 6 finalists here in Monterrey. We have our men's 3-meter springboard final coming up in just a few minutes' time. Jennifer Abell and Tania Cagnotto, as well as Lara Sanchez, have been competing in all the finals, all the stages throughout the series, so they are very much up for those overall prizes. Lara Sanchez from Mexico, a silver medal here in Monterrey.
de China.
Shi, Tingmao has been in blistering form, as we mentioned. The Chinese have fielded an incredibly strong squad throughout this World Series. And we will stand by in a moment for the national anthem of China before we move on to our award ceremony for the men's 3-meter springboard final as well.
Ahora le pedimos al público que nos acompaña a favor de ponerse de pie y escuchar respetuosamente el himno de la República Popular de China.
Big congratulations to our medalists here in Monterrey. We wish them the best of luck for the continuation of the 2014 season.